So, hello there everyone. Yeah, welcome back to CI Fishing Guernsey. Now, taking this opportunity, finished work a little bit early. So we're currently on Auburn tide, but we're not doing that today. We're going out bass fishing with the lures. Quite a big tide. So yeah, hopefully a lot of people get a lot of ormers. And yeah, hopefully we can find a bass. Now, yeah, we're coming to a mark. It's going to be tough to fish today. We've got a head-on southwesterly wind. It isn't supposed to be as strong as it is. It's supposed to be a force, well, 3 at the most, and I reckon it's blowing about a force 5, and it's head on. So I'm going to be probably using a Pachinko 500G, the Savage Gear V2, same old, and yeah, see if we can target a few bass. Coming to the back end of January now, so hopefully this mark produces those bigger fish. It did last year. Whether it does this year, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy this one. As always, smash that like button, leave a comment, and yeah, share and subscribe. Really helps my channel get out there. So yeah, I can't thank you enough for the views on the channel recently and the new subscribers. Keep doing that, and we'll be at 4K before the end of 3K before the end of the year. So yeah, let's get fishing. Now it's going to give you a quick show of what we're going to be using today for this lure fishing. Yeah, if you're a beginner and you want to get into lure fishing, there is nothing complicated about it at all. Sorry, all you want is a good old lure rod. This is the Savage Gear SGS4, 8 to 44 gram, 9'2". I've had this rod for well over a couple of years and never had any problems with it. Nice and light. For the choice of reel, the Pen Pursuit 3000 size. We've got 24-pound braid on this reel, and yeah, it does the business. Nothing, you haven't got to spend thousands of pounds on rods and reels. They all do the same thing. Just yeah, the more expensive high-end ones might last a little bit longer. And at the business end, I've just got myself a barrel swivel at the top there, down to a fluorocarbon leader, down to a clip swivel, so I can change over lure to when I want. And I'm just going to start off with a Pachinko 140 and 500G. This is what absolutely obliterated the bass last year at this mark. So yeah, get yourself a handful of lures, different ones. Mr. Fish do a great selection of Pachinkos and the Tackle House feed lures and stuff like that. And yeah, Mixed Fishing Supplies, where I'm from in Guernsey, I've got a good range of the Savage Gear V2s and Skerries eels and stuff like that. They all work really well for bass. So yeah, I'll give you a show of the area we're going to start this session, where you can yeah, hunt bass at certain times. It's all about learning tides and when the fish feed and when they're in that particular mark. Right, enough chatting. Let's get blown away by the wind and hopefully find some bass. So where we're walking out here, this is like a little mini scale of where we're going to fish in this little area. As you see in front of me here is a nice little tide rip. Now I've had bass in here in the past. That tide might be a little bit low, but we'll give it a go here to start the session, and hopefully as the session progresses we find those bass. I say it's going to be a bit tough with the wind, but we'll give it a go. Right, let's give it a cast. Even though the wind's there, we're getting not a bad cast, I suppose. And all we're going to do is reel up our slack and then start our retrieve. It says it's full of boulders in here, weed, bit of tide run. It's just whether that lure's going to get pushed around on the surface too much, blown with the wind. But it's worth a chuck in here. I've caught plenty of bass in here in the past, so you never know. I say it's not normally a bit more water in this area. So that sun's there, still not warm. The wind is certainly still bitter cold. So I'm not going to waste too much time here. I'm going to probably 4 or 5 casts. If we don't have any interest, we'll move. Well, I've come the other side now to another little mark. That water is so dirty. So I stuck on a little Savage Gear V2 and 32 gram, I think it is, or 23 grams, sorry. Yeah, that water is not nice at all. Head on wind, it's not great conditions, I've got to say. But we'll give it a go. It's almost like chocolate, the water. But hopefully as we move around we can find those fish. There's got to be a bass in this area somewhere, lurking. Say the wind's head on, I'm not getting too bad of a cast. I just wasn't expecting it to be as windy as this. Oh, I just got hit then. So a little tap. Garfish maybe. Schoolie bass. Oh, well, that's kept me interested. Well, I'm gonna have this cast and I'm gonna go on the move. Got a good few casts. Nothing's really happened. So that wind's horrible. Bloody relentless. So the good thing is we've got plenty of ground to cover around here. Plenty of area to fish. Eventually we will find one. Yes, fish on at the honey hole, guys. That bass came and had 2 swipes at it. Whoa! Sorry about the film, I need to get this head up. This very shallow. Bloody hell, I seen him come behind the lure. This is a good bass. Same as last year, guys. This mark producing the goods. Pull that camera up for you a little bit. I just don't want it to get into the kelp. This fish gets into there and it's good night. Right, where are we getting this fish around? Come on, bring it over the wave. Come on. Come on. Right. This is a big bass. This is a good bass. Come on, wave, bring him around. Right, sorry about the filming, guys. We've got him in somewhere safe. I'm going to get him up to some safe ground and we'll get you a show of this bass. What a beauty. Well, guys, that is what we came for. I came to this area this time last year, back end of January, February time, and found some big bass. This is a fat fish. Absolute beauty. Now, the mother-in-law wants a bass, so I'm probably going to take this one home for tea. Yeah, one in a while. It ain't going to hurt. I've had to work my backside off to find this fish. But I'll get this set up on the tripod, we'll get this unhooked. That's a beauty. Well, I managed to get the lure out in the end. Gave it a bit of a battering. I actually seen that bass come up behind the lure. I missed it and then smashed it. Now that is a good bass. That's got to be all of 4.5, maybe 5 pound. Right, let's get it on the tripod and yeah, get you a proper show of this beauty. So there we are, guys. Check that out for a slab of bass. That's an absolute machine. That's got to be 4.5, 5 pound for sure. Look how thick that bass is. That is an absolute prime bass. Look at that big dorsal fin stuck up. Oh, that was epic. So I apologise for how the filming came out. It's literally probably fishing about 2 or 3 foot of water. But yeah, let's get a few snaps of this and get it in the pool to recover. But it's whether I take it home for the mother-in-law or not. I haven't kept a bass for a long time, and that's a prime eating bass, that. Absolutely beautiful. No, I'm pretty happy with that. I've got that bass recovering in the pool. So that's the lure it found, that Pachinko 500G. This thing in January, February is absolutely lethal. If you haven't got your hands on one of these, go to Mr. Fish in Jersey. Got all different lures. So that head-on wind's a bit of a pain, but it can pay off sometimes. So yeah, let's get this back in the water and see if we can find another one. Give it the same cast. That's hard keeping up with the lure, that's the problem. The wind's going in. I'm slowly bringing it in, making a lot of vibration on the surface. It's getting crazy shallow in here now. So we're probably not fishing no more than 2, 3 foot of water max. And that bass being out of nowhere. If you get your cast wrong, you're going to end in the weed and the rock. You've got to get your cast bang on the money. Come on. That bass must have just heard the lure chattering around past it, I reckon, as I've seen it come up like a steam train behind it, and boom! Awesome to see. Right, if anything else happens, I'll give you a shout. I'll put you back on the chest cam, and yeah, hopefully we can find another one. Right, we're going to risk getting wet. Yeah, check how shallow it is out in here. Now that bass took me at the end of the rod there, literally at my feet. That's why I said I had to be quick getting him up, because as soon as you get in that count, you ain't getting that back out and you ain't getting your lure. You got to be on the ball watching the lure all the time. Now whether that was just one bass in here and he thought bang, I'll have a piece of that. So I've been here multiple times and had very, very good sessions on the bass. Well, you can't complain at that. It's an absolutely beautiful bass. Now I decided I'm going to take it home. Hopefully no one's yeah, too annoyed. One in a good while, ain't gonna hurt. Come on, one more. But with it being so gloopy the water, I wasn't expecting nothing, to be honest. Really. I reckon he was just sat out of the tide, waiting for anything like my lure or anything to come over and bang. So I have a piece of it. He said you get the better fish in January, February, and we sure have found a nice one. If you haven't hit that like already, guys, hit that like button. There'll be plenty more action like this to come on the channel. And so I've been out for the last couple of weeks. The weather's been absolutely atrocious, so we haven't really got out. I reckon he was one lone big bass on his own, to be honest. Have a few more flicks here, and then I might go back to where I started, just for a few casts. That wind has eased a little bit as the tide's dropped. What we're doing, yeah, is just using that wrist to get that lure slapping on the surface. And sometimes stopping the lure can help. Just do what you feel comfortable doing. I might just venture over there a little bit. Let's have a little go in the back end of that bay there. It's worth a go. And you see the tide runs through, and the bass will sit behind heads, just in the lee of the tide, and wait and ambush their prey. Now just come the other side. That's where we were fishing a minute ago. I'll just come into this little bay here now, the other side. You probably can't pick it up, but the tide is pushing quite hard through those rocks. So I'm just going to probably end my session here. I don't think I'm going to bother going to where I first started. I'm just going to have a few chocks here and then make my way back. But a little bit deeper here as well, so just all sand in this area here. But I've had plenty of bass in the summer in this bay. Just shows the Pachinko comes alive January, February time. It really does the business. That's a lovely cast right in that channel. Gonna slowly bring this lure in, not fast, making a lot of commotion on the top. Just looks so good in the water. Well, I think we've done pretty well. I'd say that water's pretty dirty. We've done well to find that bass. Really have. That wind has definitely died off a little bit. It's making casting a little bit easier. Come on, bass, give me another one. Nah, can't be greedy. I'm well happy with that one we've had. Wow, that's going to bring another fishing trip to an end. And what a trip in the end. Yeah, that's lovely bass. That's going to go down a treat. Going to get a nice few fillets off that for family members. None will go to waste. So yeah, really happy with that. A good old Pachinko doing the job again. This time of year, for some reason, the summer I don't find it fishes as well, and it comes into its prime in those January, February, March months. But yeah, I'm going to make my way back now. We've literally just hit low tide, so yeah, we're fishing the ebb of the tide. As I said, at Ormer and tide, so hopefully you got a good amount of Ormers. I've had a nice bass, so happy days. So thank you very much for watching this video today, guys. If you want to see more bass videos like this, because I say there will be some nice fish around at the moment, that'll probably be the only bass I'll keep this year in the winter. So yeah, hit that like, hit that subscribe, share the channel, and yeah, check my Instagram out as well, and we'll see you out in the sea again soon. Keep casting and catching, and hopefully you'll find that big one.